So what was the first instinct that you said yes to Officer on Duty?
Obviously, to be paired with him. This is the first time we've been paired opposite each other, and as I said, there are 4 directors on the set on our set,
Yeah.
and the story is what attracted to me because it's got a lot of layers. And like I said before, I haven't done anything like this before. A genre like this, I haven't done before in Malayalam.
What's a movie that, for the two of y'all, all would say that in your career, let's not say backfired, but y'all had more expectations from, but didn't make it as much as it should have?
One movie of mine, I would say, was Chirakodinja Kinavagal, because it was a kind of a spoof movie, and it was something new, new attempt in Malayalam industry. It didn't do well in the theaters, but even now I get phone calls appreciating the movie.
In one of our interview, you had very strongly said that you wouldn't want to be part of just a song unless it is a story around it.
Yeah.
And this was after Chennai Express, where you suggested.
Yeah, because I did get a lot of offers for song numbers and things like that, but I didn't want to be known to the audience as a person who can just do item numbers or special numbers.
What is your final answer? Yes to Hindi?
Yes.
And if yes, then which actor?
If I am able to, do justice to the character which is offered to me, then why not?
Of course, he'll do justice.
Hai na?
Why not?
Is there a particular actor you want to work with in the Hindi film industry?
Oh, I haven't thought about even acting in movies. I mean, Hindi movies. So maybe I will start off with Priya Ji.
Oh my God!
फैमिली मैन का क्या हाल है? क्या
बहुत
क्या
जल्द,
बता सकते हो?
बहुत
कुछ तो बताओ अभी
नहीं
यार।
बता सकते।
मतलब ये एवरी इंटरव्यू
नहीं तो सीजन ओके ये मैं बताऊंगी कि सीजन रैप हो चुका है आगे की अपडेट्स के लिए प्लीज वेट
ये तो हमने पार्टी वाले फोटोज देख लिए यार दिस इज
तो वही तो बताऊंगी ना व्हाट एल्स विल आई से हाय दिस इज प्रिया मनी एंड यू आर वाचिंग मी ऑन बॉलीवुड हंगामा
Hi, this is Kunchacko Boban here, and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
Isn't thriller one of our favorite genre? And to celebrate this, एक नई फिल्म आ रही है and we have the officer on duty with the special one. हमारी veteran है Priya Mani. And Kunchacko Boban, how are you doing?
All good, how are you?
I'm so happy to meet you. I'm so happy to meet the chocolate boy.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want to ask you this
I was about
question.
to put a very serious face and you are just pulling
No,
it in.
it's good that you're breaking the stereotype for sure. But do you enjoy the tag of always being the chocolate boy?
I used to, but maybe inside my mind I do have that, sort of happiness. But other than that, I try to, shed that image always in my current kind of movies that I am doing, the characters that I put.
And do you have like fan following, like ladies falling all over you?
Not like that.
of course कैसे सवाल है पूछने वाली बात है
Nothing like that, yeah. I mean, like the characters in the movies speak for me.
Yeah. Well, we saw the trailer of Officer on Duty, and guys, I must say that this is definitely a genre that everyone enjoys. क्योंकि जब ऐसे कोई फिल्म आती है, देखते वक्त हम अपने imaginations सोच लेते हैं. So my first question is to you. That tell us that what made you say yes? इतने सारे police officers के films बन रहे हैं. There are so many of these kinds. What makes Officer on Duty different?
First of all, you should take a note of the names behind the camera.
Yeah.
Especially Martin Prakat. He is one of the producers and he has directed a police movie called Nayatu.
Okay.
And the scriptwriter is Shahi Kabir. He has done so many police movies, scriptwriting and director as well, like Joseph, Nayata, Ilevira Punchima. And the camera is done by Robi Raj Vagis, who directed a movie called Kannur Squad. All these are police movies and very well accepted critically and commercially by the audience. So when all these 3 guys come together to do another police movie, there should be something special.
Absolutely.
They should make it sure that there is something special, especially for the audiences, because they have so much of expectations from these talents.
Yeah.
So the story was the basic thing that attracted me, and Priya also to this movie, and also the names like Martin Prakat and Shahi and Robi Raj also.
I think it's amazing that you're taking these names also, because a film is not just for the actors that make it big, of course, because it's the names that you all both carry, but there's an entire family that is involved technicians involved that make it a success.
So they are directors themselves, no?
Yeah.
So we have like 4 directors on set, including Jittu Ashra.
Yes.
And so it has to be, obviously it's ironclad from all the sides if you see.
Now, Priya, what a year 2024 was for you.
That's true.
That's
It's not good actually. It's
Don't
not
know
good
what I was
actually.
about to
हम
say.
मार्बल से काम चला लेंगे
ये तो
यार.
That's good. हाँ जी.
मतलब क्या कमाल के किरदार आप चूज करती हैं. Is this a conscious effort that Priya Mani does? Because we see you always shining, and which is great. No complaints. But do you also have a tactic? What is your go-to yes for a role now?
It's always been the script for me. If it interests me, if I find it convincing enough that it's good and I can do it, I'll definitely do it other side. So that has always been there from right from the start.
So what was the first instinct that you said yes to Officer on Duty?
The entire script as such. I haven't done anything like this in Malayalam. And obviously to be paired with him, this is the first time we've been paired opposite each other. And as I said, there are 4 directors on the set, on our set.
Yeah.
And the story is what attracted to me because it's got a lot of layers. And like I said before, I haven't done anything like this before. A genre like this I haven't done before in Malayalam. So I thought, why not? It's all points added together, and who can actually say no to it?
In the trailer, we see how important the instinct of an officer is. As actors who have done, various roles, you've completed over 99 films. My God, like ये तो अलग
More
ही-
than 99.
More than
My
than 99.
100th movie was 2018.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
Do you, as actors, get an instinct कि film चलेगी नहीं चलेगी?
See, we always do a movie because we like it and we want to make a good movie and should be accepted by the audience. So the instincts are always there.
Yeah.
But sometimes it
Backfires.
falls apart, backfires. So it's anyone's game. Like we don't know how audience will take it, but we make it sure that we do give them a quality product, at least content-wise or the executing-wise, and the kind of experience that they can get in the theaters. That is not compromised.
What's a movie that, for the two of y'all, would say that in your career, let's not say backfired, but y'all had more expectations from, but didn't make it as much as it should have?
One movie of mine, I would say, was Chirakodinja Kinavagal, because it was a kind of a spoof movie, and it was something new attempt in Malayalam industry. It didn't do well in the theaters, but even now I get phone calls appreciating the movie when it is telecasted in the channels and all. So that's a bit painful.
Priya, what about you?
I have absolutely no idea.
सब मस्त है.
ठीक ठाक था मतलब. I mean, okay. Unfortunately, some movies didn't do well. Fortunately, some of them did. So I think I just take it in my stride. So fine, okay. What are the negatives? Try to turn that into a positive and say.
Yeah, which is so important. Tell us about a skill set that you all got to learn on the job because of this amazing career that you all have as actors. कितना कुछ करना पड़ता है. Like some actors learn horse riding on the job. They learn martial arts. They learn a different form of art. So do you all have a art form that you all got to learn and were able to?
For this film?
No, just
Generally?
Yeah.
I think I got to do some hardcore action sequences in Jawan. I mean, we actually got gun training and action training and things like that. So I think that was the only sort of training I have done before. But generally, and that was only for this South and all. In some of the earlier films that I did where I had to do a bit of action on, it was all on the spot for me. So
I would like to ask you the same question, but just a follow-up. Priya Mani, do you think that South films have also changed the perspective of creating roles for women? Have they become much important characters since the time that we have been seeing? And
it's
now
not only
especially
South. I think it's everywhere. Even in Hindi, now you see a film like English,
Yeah.
right? Or you see a film like We Are Family. I mean, with Kajol and Kareena Kapoor were there. I mean, they were driven by women. I mean, it was a movie because they held it on their shoulders and they took it forward. English, you see, Sridevi ma'am carried the whole movie on her shoulders.
ऐसे एक और फिल्म थी आर्टिकल 370 करके कोई
वो भी तो था,
उसमें
but मैं
भी
वो
ऐसे
नहीं,
कुछ-
हाँ कौन थे वो दोनों, कौन थे,
है तो
स्पेशली वो
बहुत बड़े actors
जिसने वो
हैं यार।
PMO का कैरेक्टर किया था, कौन थी? No, I'm just joking. But see, on a serious note, I think the times have changed now when women-centric films, I mean, shouldered by women,
Yeah.
are also getting their fair share of audience. If not as much,
Yeah.
but they are getting their fair share of audience. And I think the script as such is what is liked by the people. It's not that, oh, just because it's, you know, these guys are, it's author-backed role for them or it's been driven by them. But I think the times have changed, and I think it's for the good, na?
Yeah.
Because long gone are the times when women were just there for the song purpose. Even now, even if they are,
Yeah.
there is something for them to contribute. Is what
And I
I'm trying to
remember
say.
that in one of our interview, you had very strongly said that you wouldn't want to be part of just a song if it's, I mean,
unless
unless it is a story
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was after Chennai Express where you suggested.
yeah, because I did get a lot of offers for song numbers and things like that, but I didn't want to be known to the audience as a person who can just do item numbers or special numbers.
Absolutely. Great thought, great choice, because then we get to see more of you. Same question to you, Kunchacko. Tell us, what's a skill set that you were glad to learn during your course of career?
It's quite accidental actually, because I didn't ever think or plan to do any movies at all. I was not at all interested in doing any movies.
But you surrounded with films as a child, right?
See, my grandfather was a producer, director. My father was a producer and director as well. But I had some really hard, experiences because of the movie industry, and was going through a bad phase. But I don't know. I might have been destined for the movie industry as an actor, especially. So I'm an accidental actor. But the skill set that you mentioned, it was long back instilled or given to me, because I was trained as a classical dancer for 1 year.
Wow. In what
But
form?
I didn't like that.
In what form?
I thought the classical dance, Bharatanatyam, was only for the girls. So 1 year I did only for my grandmother's wish. So after doing my Arangetram, that's the debut.
Oh, you've done your Arangetram also.
And I said that will be it.
And be all and all.
Kya baat hai?
That is it. And after that, after the Arangetram, I went to study karate, martial arts. For 3 months, I studied martial arts, and I understood that that's not for me. Then I was compelled to participate in elocution competitions and all, and the speech were all prepared by my grandmother. That was it. But I think all this helped.
Yeah.
When I came into the movies, I could dance properly. At least my timing was right. I attribute it to the training that I got of this classical dance, and I didn't dub for my first movie, but after that I was able to give my own voice for all the characters, and I think that I should give credit to the elocution competitions for which I was,
Amazing.
by my grandmother. And of course, if I'm able to do some action sequences properly, especially in this movie, Officer on Duty, and that thing
So
might
what was
be
your
working.
backup plan if not films?
Nothing at all. I had tried everything in my hand, because in between, after 7 years in the initial phase of my film career, I took a break. In between, I went to study MBA, long distance MBA, and I tried my hand in real estate. But during that period, I understood that film was for me. I understood the love the people had for me and my characters, my movies. So I had to give them back the love that they gave me, and I could do it only through the movies and characters, different movies and different characters. So I was game for that, and here I am with another, hopefully a good movie to entertain the audience.
Absolutely. But given a choice, if you have to do a film where you have to be a hardcore Bharatanatyam classical dancer,
I have to train properly. I have to give that much of time and effort and patience for that, because that's not a child's play.
since as actors you all have such busy, day schedules, do you all get to watch your own films? It was the last. खुद की फिल्म कौन सी देखी थी last?
मैदान.
Bougainvillea, recent one of mine.
I saw his Bougainvillea, which is on Sony Live. I mean, खुद की अगर आप बात करें तो मैदान is the last film of my son.
अच्छा देखिए. And what about your first film? Have you gone back ever?
Of
Seen
course.
the film?
I mean, I do keep getting tagged on some of the videos and
So how
songs
critical
and all
are
that.
you of your work, of your previous work?
See, I wouldn't want to complain because obviously my debut film was with one of the most legendary directors ever to be there.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had any formal training. I still don't. Um, whatever I am today is all because of my mentors. And whatever he taught me how to what to do in front of the camera, how to probably feel shy, which is still difficult for me to feel shy and things like that. So he taught me how to feel shy. He taught me how to walk like a girl, like a woman. The other director actually taught me, Balu Mahindra sir. This I'm talking about Bharti Raja sir.
Yeah.
The other director, Balu Mahindra sir, the late Mr. Balu Mahindra sir. He taught me the camera, the lighting and the angle and how to face a camera, what to do, which thing. Though whichever angle, whatever, that is secondary. But whatever I am today is because of them. So it would be, for me, it would be very unfair to criticize saying, अरे मुझे ये अच्छा करना था, शायद मैं अच्छा कर सकती थी. But I am who I am because of them. So no complaints of that.
After the trailer of this film, a lot of people have commented that can we see a Hindi film debut of you?
Of
Tell
mine?
us. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see that happening?
See, nowadays the thing is that the OTT platform has blurred the barriers of languages.
True, true.
So even if you give out an authentic or grounded, culturally grounded film in your native language, it is accepted worldwide. So that's the kind of leverage Malayalam film industry is especially getting globally. I'm not just telling about.
Do you see that? Do you see that it is also bridging the gap between then taking inspirations and making South films into Hindi films? Do you all see that happening? That's changing completely now because pan-India films are being made,
Yeah.
so we don't need an actual
Remake or something. Yeah,
or
understood.
adaptation.
See, there's nothing wrong.
Sure.
If you want to adapt the film, if you want to remake the film, there's nothing wrong. And in a previous interview, like what he said, don't try to take the soul of the film.
Yeah, true.
Because I've been part of a lot of remake films. That's why I'm saying, I'm being selfish at that, saying there's nothing wrong in it.
Yeah.
But rightly, as he said, the films have been adapted to that kind of a culture, the language, what is suited for the language and things like that. But as much as possible, they have also tried to retain the core of the film, the soul of the film. Sometimes it might get lost, sometimes it can sort of work out for that thing. So I don't think there's anything wrong in it.
So what is your final answer? Yes to Hindi?
Yes.
And if yes, then which actor?
If I'm able to, do justice to the character which is offered to me, then why not?
Of course, he'll do justice.
Hai na?
Haan. Why not?
Is there a particular actor you want to work with in the Hindi film industry?
Oh, I haven't thought about even acting in movies. I mean, Hindi movies. So maybe I will start off with Priya ji.
Oh my God! Oh,
अरे
can
pan
at
India
least
Priya Mani
know
है
how to,
यार.
like-
Priya Mani is pan India.
Oh
like
my
all
God.
possible. But what is your favorite industry to work in?
all yeah. I mean, that's quite unfair to.
फिर भी ऐसे मतलब.
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं. See, I started off my career in Tamil. Then I switched over to Malayalam. Then I went to Telugu. Then I did Kannada. Now I'm in Hindi. So अगर आप ऐसे पूछोगे तो I can't just say that this is my favorite. No, सबका नमक खाया है यार. मतलब हमें बोलना ही पड़ेगा ना.
घर के नमक से याद है फैमिली मैन का क्या हाल है क्या
बहुत
क्या
जल्द.
बता सकते हो?
बहुत
कुछ
जल्द.
कुछ तो बताओ अभी
नहीं
यार.
बता सकते.
मतलब ये एवरी इंटरव्यू
नहीं तो सीजन ओके ये मैं बताऊंगी कि सीजन रैप हो चुका है. आगे की अपडेट्स के लिए प्लीज वेट.
ये तो हमने पार्टी वाले फोटोज देख लिए यार. दिस इज
तो वही तो बताऊंगी ना. व्हाट एल्स विल आई से. Hi, this is Priya Mani and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
Hi, this is Kunchacko Boban here, and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.